All right, so we're gonna cut some flexo plate material here. The machine that I'm using is a X20. We are equipped with a flexi head here, as we can see. I've got 3 tools in there that we're gonna be using. The first one here on the left side, that is a kiss cutting tool. So that is just gonna scratch the surface of the back mylar and put a little scribe in it. The second tool there is a calligraphy knife, so that is what's actually going to cut the plate itself. You can see that white little glide shoe there. That glide shoe ensures that there's positive pressure, so it is spring loaded, as we can see up there at the top. And then the last tool there, that is our wet ink tool. So this is just a gravity tool. We can kind of see that it just kind of hangs down there and just uses the weight of the pen itself to mark on that. So again, that's a flexi head on an X20 cutting table here. So this table is equipped with the felt underlays, as we can see right here. But I do have the vinyl heavy-duty underlay for flexo cutting on top of that. And then we can see we're mounted right at the edge of the ruler there. And I'm just using the vacuum holes to keep that plate as straight as possible. Not really necessary to keep it as straight as possible, but hey, you know, good practice is try and, you know, just prevent things from being all out of alignment and order. All right, so the first thing that we're going to do here in this file is read the registration marks. So that is at the top there. The next thing is our scribe label. So that is our blue layer. And then we've got our drawing layer, our plotting layer with the ink tool, and then last we'll do a cut. So estimation on this job is about 15 minutes, and that's just from all the scribing and the plotting that we're going to be doing on here. You guys don't need to do either of those. All you really need to do is the staggered cut and read the reg marks. So let's watch how this operates, and I'll kind of talk through it as we're going. So I am just going to hit start on the control panel right here with that job open. The machine is going to come down to the corner where it thinks the job should start. See the camera flashing there. And then on screen, I'm just going to give it a rough location of where the little crosshair is. So as I confirm, the machine measures the thickness, and then it goes down to a focus height. That focus height allows me to see the plate crosshair a little bit better. So as you can see, it's right there. So I'll go ahead and confirm that location. All of this registration is manual, so you are going to need to manually find each one of those registration corners on screen. So again, there, confirm that one. Now the machine is asking me for that top left. Go. Now top right. Indicates what it is by the color of the mark. Well, once we confirm all those, the machine begins its scribing process. This is probably the longest process of doing these plates. That's scribing all the little text and everything on the back. So I am going to pause the video here. I'll pause it and then I'll pick it back up once we switch over to the pen tool. Again, I'll go ahead and pause it and I'll come back when the pen tool picks up. All right, we've now completed all of the scribe. You can see there, each one has its part number engraved in it. Kind of hard to see. There you go. So I've got it paused. I'm just going to go ahead and continue. It's getting ready to switch over, but I at least just wanted you to see the changeover. So now we're again plotting with the pen tool, and again that's just filling in the layer areas where it actually scratched. So again, this is not 100% necessary, but it is a nice feature that allows you to, put the part number on your plates and have it to where it's not washed off very easily. So those markers are a Lumicolor. They are a permanent marker, and you've got a bunch of different colors you can choose from. I am marking each one of these plate sets. I'm going to give you guys the setup one that I have. I've got a sheet one back there, and then I'm making my video here on sheet 2. I just broke the safety. I'm just clearing that, continuing the job. So I'll go ahead and pause this again, and then when we come back to cutting, I'll pick the video back up then. All right, here we are back. We're getting ready to switch over to knife cutting. Our plotting is almost finished. The close-up looks like there. Switching over to knife cutting. And this is doing the staggered cut. All done. So I'll go ahead and mark all those up as sheet 2. I'll get them packed and sent out to you today. Thank you much.